ほう、また相まみえたか。俺の彫像よ。飽きぬ見栄えではないか。何？まだ予約していないだと？たわけ！徳求めよ！
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. So, we have, before the Chaldea Boys Collection event starts up, we do have another little thing to do in which they release the Amakusa Trial Quest, which I never did. They released it for everyone to play, so I will be checking that out, as those usually are canon and seemingly important, especially when we will need the info from that quest when we eventually do the early Christmas content with the Santa Island, which, like, don't worry, it will come in the future. I have a plan for it, okay? You just gotta let the plan happen. So when we'll get to that when we get to that. But for now, we have that, and then that probably won't take too long. So then we'll do an interlude or something. I don't know. We'll see what we have to look at here. But anyways, let's get going. I'm happy to be back. It's been a minute. You know, I mean, we did Valentine's, the wrap up. We did, a few other things there. But I've kind of been missing this game, new content. That said, I'm also not the type to be like, oh, there's no new content, the game's dead and it's dead to me. No, right? It's like when your girlfriend, is like, I have to go away to another, state to get my master's degree, and I won't be able to see you for a few months. And you're not like, oh, now that my girlfriend's gone, I'm mad, I hate it. And it's like, no, you're happy when you see her again, right? I'm not summoning Takasugi. Sorry, dude, I really don't care about you. What I do care about are new master missions, as well as any other new story, including Hello Shadow Arcuid. I did get the man from Chaldea. Boy, nothing's loading for some reason. I don't know why. This art rules. There's so much to this. There's so much to this. Is there lore? Humanity accumulates experience, knowledge, and stories to pave the path they walk from the past to the future, allowing them to mature. A trivial conversation may have taken place in an hour. An invaluable friendship may have grown over a day. Glorious growth may have occurred over the span of a year, but nobody can perfectly recall it all. What remains is only the end of the result. The process is always forgotten. In long run, or even objectively, there was not much difference between the boy and humans. At the end of the day, his memory is updated. It returned to nothingness. White. The boy only retained what he needed. 23 hours and 55 minutes lost every day. Any shining event of the day is bleached away. But there's still 5 whole minutes of the boy's conviction. Now, the will to resist the update allowed him to retain memories that should never be lost or forgotten. And the boy grew up, collected only the information required in order to look like a certain human. It never crossed his mind whether it was genuine or not, because it's simple for one to wish, believe, and vow for something. The one and only grand order that makes him close to humankind is the idea that humans do good things. You are still such a weird character. I'm still trying to wrap my noggin around. I'm just trying to. I have no idea why they're not loading. Bit concerning. Hopefully things run better. Legend. Anyways, yeah, here we go. Section 1, Night Soaring in the Sky, and then we'll do interludes if it's nice and quick here. But I legitimately have no idea what we're doing for this other than just Apocrypha posting. Sure. Let's just do this, right? Just make life easy. Sure. Alright, Night Soaring in the Sky. What's this quest gonna be about? Oh, well, we're race shifting. Okay. Where are we going to? And what are we doing? Doctor, these coordinates mark the location where a singularity is forming, correct? Yes, enemy readings are exceeding predictions and have been confirmed in several areas. If we don't do anything about it, it might exacerbate the separation and collapse of the 7 eras. It seems that servants are being summoned in opposition, so I want you to go help and correct the era. Okay, well then, Master, let's look for those servants for the time being. I have no idea when this is taking place in the story, seemingly, or I mean, like production-wise. Like, this must be a fairly early thing. Well, he was added pretty early, right? Oh, autoplay! The town is in ruins. There's not a single soul in sight. I'm getting readings on a servant near you. Do you not see it? A servant? I can sense its presence, but I cannot see its form. Boo! Boo? Did I startle you? Did I? Oh, sorry about that. I just got carried away in the moment. To just suddenly appear like that out of the sky, that made me scream out loud. How unbefitting of a servant. You are a servant, correct? Indeed. My name is Astolfo. My class is Rider, and I'm one of the 12 paladins of Charlemagne. My hobbies are walking, eating, jousting, gambling, drinking, reading, chatting, and also... That's enough. My name is Mash Curiolite. This is Tanner, my master. What a cute little servant! So you're the master, huh? Nice to meet you. Huh? Have we met before? I forgot, whatever. So what are you doing here? Yes, we're investigating a singularity. Singularity? I see. I think I've heard of those. But I don't really know much myself. I see. In that case, do you know any of the remaining servants? What? That's right. The reason why I called out to you. Now I remember. Oh man, I was just about to forget it too. Please don't forget. There are actually 2 other servants here. One of them's a ruler. A ruler? A ruler like Jeanne d'Arc? That's right, just like her. The other's an archer. Can't quite recall the name. Perhaps Gilgamesh? Oh yeah, that's right, Gilgamesh! What? Gil has nothing to do with Apocrypha. Okay. This must be so early, they had nothing to do but to put him in, right? They're like, yeah, we don't have anyone else, let's put him in. King of Heroes Gilgamesh, the oldest heroic spirit who possesses an inexhaustible amount of treasures. The weapons from his treasury later became prototypes for weapons owned by other heroes in this world. Or that's what Da Vinci said. I've never actually met Gilgamesh, but... I'm not sure. I have this feeling that maybe I have met him. I've seen him. Really? Oh, are you talking about Santa? What? There's no Santa, Gil. What are you talking about? I apologize for my ignorance. What are you talking about? I feel like we had a breakdown in communication. Indeed, he did seem like a child worthy of that name. I'm sure in the future that child will be a great hero, but he'll also probably turn out to be a tyrant. So, what happened to the 2 of them? Oh, you see, how do I explain? That ruler and archer I met, you see, they're waging. Waging? What are they waging? A Holy Grail war. What? A Holy Grail? What? Come follow me. At any rate, I want you 2 to stop the 2 of them. Come on, hurry. Hey, sorry to ruin the party, but it's time for battle. Some Lamia-type enemies are heading your direction. That's definitely a Lamia-type enemy. Okay, I have visual confirmation of the enemy. Preparing to engage. Astolfo? Snakes, they're snakes! Okay, it's hunting time. I'll make sure that at least 30 of them enter Nirvana. Or is it heaven? Anyway, I'll send them packing down the road to the afterlife. Do you have a thing with snakes? Is there an Astolfo snake lore? I shouldn't have said Astolfo snake lore. I know the Astolfo snake lore. It involves a Monster Energy drink. Oh my goodness. You ever think about the actual amount of, like, advertisement the Astolfo Monster Energy drink did for Fate as a franchise? Like, a concerning amount, honestly. Between that and, like, Neko Arc memes, huge. It's not always great, mind you. I mean, I've done multiple posts about how I think the greatest sin of this, franchise is, the way people think Astolfo is versus how Astolfo actually is. It's night and day, man. They're not the same character, to the point where I bet you there's a lot of people who were legitimately disappointed when Astolfo was like, yeah, I don't want to have sex. I just want to have fun and be cute and be a little idiot, right? But at the same time, it's, you know, there's not much you can do about that. It's the flaunderization. Anyways, let's get through this. Absolute overkill for like this part of the story, but that's okay. That's okay. A little bit of overkill is fine. Let me tell you, I've been editing some of the early events, along with some of the, you know, been rewatching the edits to the early story done by I'm with Helper, Nino, as I call him. They're great edits, real good, you know, turning them into bite-sized chunks. And it's great. It is a great thing. But man, some of that early story, woof, horf. I honestly think, and there's way too much to do it at this point, so it's literally a wish I have to make on the Holy Grail. I think this whole game needs a complete do-over pass of everything up to probably about to the end of America, honestly. What a big haul! I've got to say, snake hunting was so much fun. At this rate, I can go ahead and change the whole ecosystem. Please don't change the ecosystem. Well, I suppose Lamias have no influence over the ecosystem, so it's no problem, but still. Anyway, it's more important that we stop the two who initiated a Holy Grail war. Oh yes, I forgot. Well then, both of you, just follow me. Okay. Oh wait, a ruler like Jean. It's not Jean, it's Shiro. Okay. I guess I should call him Amakusa. When they said that, my brain went to it's just John, and I'm like, why would John and Gil fight? Now, Shiro and Gil, right? Because, you know, yeah, that makes more sense. That's fine. That's fine. Why are you... Yeah, I even do, like, the full game download every now and then, and it just... Oh. Okay. I'm full, and I have nothing else to do, so I will just sell these. It just doesn't do it sometimes. And, like, I could fix it just by completely, yeah, we can get rid of those. Okay. I could fix it just by having my computer reset, but, I don't want to do that. I'm already recording. It's no big deal. And it's good, because then that means then when we actually get to the Chaldea Boys Collection story, it'll be better. Right? The game will run better. That's usually how it works for me. Okay, so remind me, for ruler, we use Avenger. Okay. Let's go with, let's see here. See, now that I'm done grinding these events, I can go with, let's see. I'm gonna do Avenger. Let's go Irony, you know, Dark Jean, and then we'll go for versus seemingly CasGil. Hey, we haven't used you yet in this costume. I could throw you to the back and replace you with just a 4-star. Where are you? Who am I thinking of? Why not? Give you some time in the sun. Red, bonus, sounds good. Okay. Yeah, it should be fun. Let's go. It's a trial quest. It doesn't even matter. Wait, trial quest and we're not even given to use him? That's strange. Huh. They don't usually do that, do they? Well, this is pointless. We're completely different when it comes to ideology. And neither of us comes out on top if we fight. You're above me when it comes to being a heroic spirit, though. Since you were summoned as a ruler class, I'm at a disadvantage. Well, there's a problem. We're at an impasse now. If that rider would become an ally instead, unfortunately, that rider hates us both. Well, no. I don't think you're hated. Just maybe the rider knows how you're gonna end up in the future. Ouch, that stings. I personally want to grow up to be a proper person. Well, if the rider turns against me, that's fine. Can't do much about it.
As expected from the world-renowned king of heroes. I didn't think you'd be this young.
I didn't think I'd get summoned like this either. If servants are summoned at their peak condition, I should have shown up in such a form as well, but seems his Holy Grail is bugging out, so I would like to ask you to hand it over right away. This isn't something that a pretend holy man from the Far East should be playing with, Amakusa Shiro Tokisada.
I can't deny that reputation of mine, but I have a dream of my own. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you stroll on my dreams. So unfortunately, I can't just do that.
Looks like there's no choice then. I'm not sure we'll settle this, but we'll have to fight.
Yes, looks like we'll have to get down to it.
Oh, there they are. I brought a master here.
Huh?
That was me trying to combine their huhs.
I see. We can tell Master why we need the Grail, and let Master decide in the end. I don't think it's a bad plan. What do you think, King of Heroes?
I don't mind, but can you really do this without any grudges?
You could say that about anything. Astolfo, what do you think?
Oh, I don't need the Grail. Once summoned, it's a servant's job to be completely loyal to their master. Ouch, that stings. Yeah, Once master's a proper master, then that makes sense.
Well, that makes it sound like you've served an improper master in the past now, doesn't it?
A lot happens when you've been a servant for a while. Well, if Astolfo isn't going to participate, then it's just between me and him. Then I'll go first. It's only natural I would desire the Holy Grail. It is a king's nature to wish to amass a fortune. Also, when we're talking about a Holy Grail that will grant almost every wish, we have to be very careful. In that case, it should be a king's duty to store away such an object. It's not like there's anything I would wish for at this time anyway. No return here, but no risk involved. Master, given the situation here, don't you think it'd be best to let me handle the Grail?
I'm not so sure about that. What Gilgamesh says is true. The Holy Grail is dangerous. However, as a neutral power, it should be used to maximum effect. This pseudo-Holy Grail isn't enough to fulfill my wish, however.
Wish?
My wish is everlasting world peace. But with the current state of things, I'm not sure it'll make it that far. But it'd be an extreme waste just to keep this Holy Grail locked away. Fortunately, I know how the Holy Grail works. It'd be best if you let me handle the Grail. What do you think, Master?
What should we do, Master? They both have good points, but I'm not sure they're correct. I can't decide myself. Foo! This is hard. I have data on the pseudo-Holy Grail. It's growing, eating the magical energy around it. At this rate, it's gonna stop being pseudo. You can't give that to a servant you haven't contracted with. I feel like it'd be dangerous. So it is dangerous then. Yeah, those two treat their masters rather rudely. Can't go saying that, Astolfo. I'm very considerate of my masters. Even if my master is a tyrant and orders me to do the most annoying work, I won't murder them. Nothing's so immoral. Isn't that right, Amakusa Shiro?
You're acting like you want people to think I killed one of my masters, I see. Unfortunately for you, I have not. I let one die before, though, but that was more of an unfortunate accident. I do think what I did was wrong. I won't do that again. In any event, last master in this world, who's the most worthy of the Grail?
Me or him? Who do you pick?
I'll take it.
Yeah, thought that might happen. Second Astolfo brought you here, thought things might turn out this way. In that case, there's only one thing left to do.
Yes, we'll work together and keep Master away.
What? That's how this is gonna turn out? Of course, it's a Holy Grail War after all. In that case, I'm on Master's side. We'll just have to see who wins. That which rules, that which serves, or that which rebels. The answer is that which spends the most money to get the best servants. I gotta say, though, I did have a few people calling me a whale in the live parts there that I put up for the big story finales. If you think I'm a whale, you are but like phytoplankton in the sea. Because listen, when I went to a convention, and this happened twice now, every time they would do this thing, and it's like, hey, let's do a game to see who has spent the most money on FGO. And well, I went up sheepishly and said I'm gonna be honest, I've probably spent a couple thousand on this game, right? Mind you, I made all of that back thanks to ad revenue, God bless. So that happened. Next guy goes up, and this happens every time, and he's like, yeah, I spend that per banner, right? Yeah, I don't think you guys know what a whale is if you think I'm one. Like, I'm gonna be real. I put money in this game for sure. Wow, we didn't even need a Noble Phantasm. I put money in this game. No denying that, right? But again, nothing more that I haven't made back, which is real nice. Yeah, no, I would not call myself that. Now, if someone called me a dolphin, I'll accept that. Ow, not very adult of you to do that to a kid. Hey, these hands are rated E for everyone. Also, this game is somehow rated T for teen on the Google App Store, which is wild. I don't know how they got that away with that. You're not really a kid. Not very adult of you to do that to a clergyman. Hey, equal rights, equal fights. You part of the clergy? In any event, the grail goes to my master. Huh? This is not good. Looks like we took too much time. Time? What's going... Tanner, this is bad. It looks like the pseudo-holy grail just summoned shadow servants. Too many variables. Approach with caution. Oh, sorry. Did you say there's just random servants? Berserker time, let's go. Oh, is this is probably the quest, though, where they're like, hey, now you can use Amakusa Tokusada, so you could be like, man, I sure want to summon him, right? Also, it's giving, just little tokens? That's wild. False Grail, failure to reach the heaven. Oh, wow. We got 3 nodes for this. That's a bit, actually. Anyways, as I said, Berserker time. Except you're not a Berserker. We've used you a lot, though. I think you can safely be stowed for a sec. Who do I want? I mean, I have a lot. I have many options. I mean, you're broken as heck. Let's give you blue. And then we can afford to put you back and switch you off with, again, if I want a good one who's cheaper. Who here's good in a way that I want? Okay, let's go. I'm curious. Let's go Berserker, and since I want to wipe them all out, all enemies 4-star. Okay. You know what? It's been a minute. I haven't used you. You're cool. You're cool, right? You're a cool guy. Why not? In fact, honestly, I'll just probably leave that on. Yeah, he's cool, right? Why would I not? Okay, let's, I guess let's do it. We're just hopping in with the Shadow Servants. Just going in red. Nope, a little bit of story. Oh well, guess that's it for that Holy Grail. It was a fake to begin with, so maybe it was easy to infect. Should have stored it immediately. Should have put it under our control immediately. We should both think about what we did. Are you two still won't admit you should have given it up? That's so typical of you. Tanner, we'd like to help too. I mean, no matter how you think about it, our fight was the cause of all this. We need to take responsibility. Oh, yeah, sure, thanks. Understood. The 2 of us will back you up. No, CasGil won't. He's not in my party. Looks like it's been completely infected. Destroying it immediately will prevent any more issues, I imagine. I've already confirmed several Shadow Servants. If possible, it will become a singularity. It's possible it will become a singularity if we leave it like this. I agree. It won't nearly be on the same level as the Greater Grail for Yuki, but it would be terrible if it was even a fraction of that. You
know about the Greater Grail at Fuyuki?
Yes, the one in a faraway, unrelated world, right?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Well, that aside, we'll have one more of us guard Tanner. The other two will intercept the enemy. How does that sound? We'll take out the Shadow Servants first. After that, we can destroy the Holy Grail.
Okay, leave it to me. In that case, CasGil and I will head to attack. Master, you work with Ruler over there.
Okay, thank you. It's been a while since I've fought alongside someone. Unfortunately, I'm from a rather hard-to-control class, but please, put me to good use.
I've definitely been thinking, right? I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot about Singularity F, right? And I'm sort of thinking, what if, now, hold on to your butts, what if Singularity F was like a test for using displacement magecraft to just fully be like, what if we were to displace the entirety of like a place? In this case, you know, we have Fuyuki, right? What if we were to put the entirety of Fuyuki and replace it with you know, the one from Chaldea? That way you would have, you know, this displaced version of it, which is messed up and all on fire, which was the way that it was at the time on Chaldea, right? You know, it was all on fire because of the Mage King, right? That would make sense. And especially when you remember, because this is a moment that might actually be important, that is a little strange, that we don't really think about much. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use this. You know who was in Singularity F in the OVA version? Shinji. Shinji was there and he got turned to stone. Right? Like, that's really interesting. That's a really interesting detail that we're not thinking about. Because why would we think about it? It's just a little cameo, right? But I feel like for it to show that Shinji was there and he got turned to stone, mind you, is because there was a Lancer Medusa who isn't in most other stuff, so you might go, well, that's technically like an alternate continuity or something. That doesn't really matter. I still think it's strange. So, we'll have to see, right? Hey, and by the way, don't say shit about the story. Thank you very much. Okay.
I've wiped out most of them, but
Help!
Astolfo.
I really am afraid of ghosts. I'm sorry, but help me, please.
Oh, rather.
I know he's Max Middleman. Like, I know it. But honestly, all I want to do for him is the Nagito Komaeda voice. Even though he's not, right? Because I mean, we have Nagito Komaeda here, pretty much. In all but name. That said, I don't feel comfortable doing that voice with him now that I see he's quite the different character, right? Kill cavalry. Sure, why not? Let's just be, you know what? It's your trial quest. Stay there. And it'd be mad funny to put you beside the actual priest who... God, it must have been weird watching Apocrypha Weekly and seeing a guy named Shiro who fights with Kotomine's style. Like, that'd be weird, right? And it's absolutely done on purpose to make you go like, what is he? And then you learn, oh, it's literally just a historical figure and a coincidence.
Ghosts, then our only option is to exorcise them. All I can offer is a pseudo-baptism rite, but it's better than letting them continue to exist in that anguished state. Well then, let's get going, shall we, Master?
All right. Okay. It is kind of funny also. I've been watching, there's a group on YouTube, Sour Taste. They've been reacting to pretty much just the Fate animes. And I
was watching their reactions to Unlimited Blade Works, or nothing past what I'm reacting to, of course. But their reactions to what else was there? It was Unlimited Blade Works Zero, the Grand Order stuff, but I didn't watch yet their Apocrypha reaction. But judging from the comments I heard later on in videos, it sounds like they really didn't like it, which I think is fair. I understand, right? I understand why some people would probably not like Apocrypha in comparison to other stuff. I do think, even looking back, its story is pretty weak, but man, nothing in the world compares to friggin' what's it? Last Encore. That was a real rough one for story. But no, so it's been fun watching reactions to fake content, especially people who actually like pay attention to the story. I really appreciate that. I've been kind of addicted to watching reaction content, which is ironic because what the frick are you guys doing with me right now, right? I've been really into that. I've been finding myself enjoying seeing people's reactions to anime openings, and I watched a couple videos on Fate all openings, and it's always fun, right? It's always fun to see that, to see people see something for the first time and you get to see their reaction. I get it. It's why people watch my stuff, right? That said, I cannot believe that despite them being like actively watching and noting the magic systems and being really good with that, that there's one of the guys on it and he literally says, wait, King Arthur, am I supposed to recognize that name? And legitimately has no idea, and it blows my mind. And I don't think there's been a single hero, minus I think Karna. I haven't got there yet, but it sounds like he got hyped for Karna, which makes sense because I think he's from India. But it just blows my mind. I'm like, oh my god, someone who watched Fate and is like, I don't know who King Arthur is. That blows my mind, right? That said, it does make all the reveals fun, because then you get to see it go live for people. Because I mean, I had most of them. Like, I knew most of the Stay Night servants just through cultural osmosis, who they are when I first started. Not all of them, though. With this, we finished clearing out all the shadow servants as well. Now the problem is how to destroy this holy grail. Gil, do you have anything for that? For something like that, a sword from my treasury might do it. Though the real problem is figuring out what this fake grail is trying to give birth to. What? It's trying to give birth? Whoa. Huge amounts of magical energy are pouring out of that grail. Something's coming out of it. What? You're wondering what that something is? I don't think it's a demon god pillar, but I think it's probably something fairly equal in power to it. Oh, this is a disaster. Whoa, that sounds pretty important. Probably not. I mean, level gap wise, I'm gonna destroy it. I'm gonna murder it. All right, what is it? And it's oh my god, this is the worst. Why do you keep giving me stuff? I can't use it. See, it's loading my servants now. I don't need this BF. Get rid of it. Thank you. I literally can't use these. Ugh. I've looked into even servants to use like a bunch on with palingenesis and stuff, and like I don't have anyone to use it on still. Okay, let's see here. Sure. Wow, only 2 skills. What a time where you can only use 2 skills, Kaylee. Yeah, no, we're just gonna do this then. Okay. What are you giving birth to, buddy? Now then, we'll keep back this massive ghost. I'll summon swords as needed for my Gate of Babylon and destroy it. So, cover me out there. Also, please keep out of my line of fire, okay? Especially you, Ryder. I got it all right. Don't worry. I absolutely won't enter your line of fire, because I have no doubt that you destroy me along with the target. That's what my gut's telling me. You're absolutely correct. I'd expect nothing less from a future Tyrant King, but okay, whatever. Let's go, hip. Well then, I'll also be heading out to keep that creature at bay. Master, stay between us. You can pick one of us to follow and back up. I'll be off then. Set! Master, give me your orders. I'll destroy that false holy grail. Is it just a big ghost? Wow, giving birth to a big ghost. That'd be a good title for something. Giving birth to a big ghost. Because I feel like that would make people go like, whoa, you can give birth to ghosts? Like, or it'd be like, well, I can understand giving birth to a ghost, but having a ghost that's big? That's crazy. Anyways, I'm going to stab you. I'm going to stab you. Get stabbed. Did that say no effect? Oh no, I didn't see the damage number. I'm like, did it actually do nothing? Like, I know the side effect was no effect, but I didn't even see the number appear. Spite? Want to spite Cranberry? No, we're not gonna play. Okay, not enough. Don't you have the ability to give a bit? No, what am I thinking of? Remove debuffs. No, it's healing. By guts, target focus. Well, that's fine. We can do this here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Irony using this on a holy grip. Mad irony, right? Hugely mad irony. It's great. Do you really only have one? Do you really only have a singular quote? Wow, that's annoying. Anyways, here we go. I will say also, I want to give a shout out. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look this up. I need to. The game's gonna slow down here. It's gonna be real bad. Okay. I want to give a shout out to. Just one sec. Okay. Listen. Because I heard him say Wagahai, right? And Wagahai, again, if you don't know, that's like used by, I Am a Cat, Seki Natsume's novel there. Really interesting. It was on the last video. Oh god, I have to scroll through my comments. Where is it? Because I really liked this one comment. Where is it? Okay. Alex Green 43. At Alex Green 43. He posted this on the previous video, the Valentine's Day 2025 wrap-up. A really good breakdown on different servants using different personal pronouns, which I think is super interesting, because there was some things there that I didn't know about it. Like, I thought I knew, actually, I'd say a bit more than the average, I'd say the average person who's not a Japanese speaker who plays games and just picks up on language. But the idea of, like, how ore uses people who solve problems with power, people who are like heroes in comic books, selfish people, caring people, right? And then examples from other franchises. Sonic uses ore, right? That's interesting. Boku, gentle pacifist. Yeah, mysterious, seems like a scammer, is not trustworthy. That's where we get like Taigong, Oberon, and Takasugi. Little kids use it, of course. Scaredy cats, gender unknown. Interesting stuff there. And then Watashi, right? Like a very more, knights, high level of loyalty. Old man like Moriarty. Smart characters, Holmes, Chiron, Edison. Gods like Arjuna, right? I think thank you for this amazing comment thread, because it was super interesting, and I love it. And even saying like, yeah, some characters like Jekyll and Hyde, Oberon, they use Boku and Ore interchangeably. And also when a girl uses a Boku, it whew, makes me feel things. Anyways, great comment. I like, I just want to shout that one out, but really on this whole franchise, one thing I've blown my friends away with is every now and then I get the most well-researched essay-like comment that is legitimately super interesting to read. No other franchise that I've ever done anything for, I've never seen better comments. And I think it's because Fate makes us smarter. And so you're welcome, by the way. We beat it somehow. The massive ghost is breaking apart. Okay, that's my cue. Now shatter. We did it. The Holy Grail War is over.
Well, that's that. It's over. That didn't measure up to Heaven's feel at all. It was more of a last encore, if anything. Being shattered is perhaps the most fitting end for it.
I didn't really want to own it, but just letting it break feels like a waste. Actually, no, it doesn't. After all, it was like wings made of wax, inferior even to the black wings of a crow. Well, I guess this concludes this little pseudo-Holy Grail War, and here I thought I'd finally get my chance to punch Amakusa Shiro.
Well, you were close anyway, but how lucky it was for us to run into a real master in a place like this. If someday we are able to form a real contract between us, I hope I'll be able to serve you well. I will gladly work with you to grant my own dream.
Work with you to grant my own dream as well, yeah, okay. In my opinion, it's a pretty worthless dream. But whatever. Well, if it is in our fates to meet again, good tidings to you from Astolfo of the 12 Paladins of Charlemagne. Don't worry, we got you. If you'll kindly summon me, I'll give you a good thumping shoulder rub. See you! Well, I'd like to be summoned back again too, but I suppose this really isn't my prime form, huh? But I think maybe I could be more helpful. I don't know about that, kiddo. You were very helpful early on because you were a good, early character to use, but oh my goodness. No. Yes, I'd really like it if next time you could judge which of us is the better servant master. Well, I hope it's in our fates to meet again. Goodbye, master. Boy, are they really pushing that with this one?
Even
Shut up. I thought I broke free, but for some reason, with him saying it, it's killing me.
Even among us, servants, there are those with dreams and ambitions of their own. Some will betray their masters to achieve those dreams. But the path walked by that king was no dream. The incineration of an era and the destruction of the world are hardly dreams. Thus, something inside him must be irreparably broken. No, perhaps there's nothing inside. There seem to be no exploitable weaknesses in its overwhelming power. Even so, perhaps I can be of service to you. Master Tanner, my true name is Amakusa Shiro Tokisada. As a mediator and as a servant, I will gladly fight by your side.
I remember when I saw his name and I thought it was a massive spoiler that Shiro was in there. And people were like, yeah, his name, it is a spoiler that you're seeing in MFGO. And I'm like, oh man. Then it turned out to be an anti-spoiler because I didn't know Amakusa Shiro Tokisada was a real person and unrelated to Shiro Emiya. So in the end, that's how it is. Summon tick, thank you. So, we have time for an interlude. And you know what? I was thinking, like, whose should I do? And you know what? Since he was part of it already, let's do it thematic and do the King's Day Off, right? We'll have our lad here do it. And you know what? Let's see here. Is there any other servants I could use for this here? Caster? I'm trying to think. Let's go Caster as well as Alter Ego. Let's see. Oh, we haven't had a chance to use you yet, so that'll be fun, right? Give you a go in this costume. And let's see here. Who else am I feeling like? I mean, we could do chill mode. We could. Or I mean, if I really wanted, I could just do quick win. You know what? I am going to bring you in, but I'm just going to have you then just be in the back so I can just pop you and then kick you out. Death success up. Give you that. And then we got you. And then we'll go... Who else do I want to use? Actually, you're a really good servant, actually. You're a servant who I never thought anything of you when I first got you. I'm just like, yeah, it's just Helena Blavatsky. Like, what's there to get with you? But like, in retrospect, you're kind of busted, right? You're, well, not busted, but good. You're good, right? And then finally, you know what? Let's just go. Sort by who needs some lovin'. Oh God, you know what? We have not used you in a while. Yeah, let's have you here. Okay. And then you're just in the back for moral support. So, and then this will let us switch out, right? This has the active switch. It does. Good. Okay. Watch all this work mean nothing for one battle. Like, we did that, and it's gonna be like, yeah, next battle's a different set of enemies. Okay. So, we have taken you through almost all of Chaldea. What do you think, King Gilgamesh? Honestly, I'm dumbfounded. Saying this is the group that will save humanity is a bold, bold claim. Staff morale's at its absolute limit. Is this meant to be some sort of endurance contest? Uruk was in better shape after being attacked by Gugalana than this place is now. Oh well, I suppose I will retract that. Forget it. I cannot imagine you wanting to be compared to that. Well, I appreciate the wise king's thoughtful criticisms. Please understand that we receive no outside help. We've operated for an entire year with only Chaldea's own stockpile of supplies. I hope you'll take that into consideration. Besides, the difficult battles have almost come to an end. This next one is our last. We'll just have to keep going a little bit longer. That might be fine with you, but know that life goes on even after the King of Mages is defeated. It is the duty of the commander, who is responsible for the lives of so many others, to be always thinking of the future. If you cannot do that, then turn command over to that heroic spirit over there. Oh, are you talking about... Did he just do the spoiling the plot with clairvoyance thing again? Son of a gun. Also, I have no idea how I did notice that Roman was totally gone in those events that I recorded before I beat part 1. Are you talking about me? Oh, King Gilgamesh, how do you do? So, fun fact, today I was teaching in class about Leonardo da Vinci, and I had to actively remind myself to use he, him pronouns. It's that bad. I'm not really one of his defenders, but the acting director is doing a great job. Chaldea could have been utterly destroyed when it lost its director, but Romani was the one who helped everyone back to their feet. Had I been at the helm, well, I may have gotten more impressive results, but we would have likely lost more people doing so. But I do understand what Gilgamesh is getting at. Romani works too much. Take some time to rest before our last mission. All jokes aside, the way you're going, you'll end up killing yourself from overwork. That'd be a grave situation indeed. If the doctor collapses on us now... We can't ask Ereshkigal for a favor. No, since we're in Chaldea, even if his soul leaves his body, we can't ask Ereshkigal to send it back. Overwork, huh? I think I just felt a chill. Not that such a concept has any meaning to me. But I suppose there's always a chance. Best to be careful. You too, Romani. I'll be fine. I don't intend on collapsing anytime soon. I'll pace myself. You know, if I'm being honest, King Gilgamesh taking a personal interest in my health is a little bit unnerving, really. Does that mean he considers me to be worthy? Fool. The number of humans I consider to be worthy must always remain very small. All I'm saying is that you are Chaldea's Achilles' heel. Keep that in mind. And if you cannot do something even that simple, I'll have nothing else to say. I'll send you to the underworld myself. Yeah, maybe not in here. Hey, he's unleashing Zombo Phantasm right here in the command room. Even when you get more mature, you're still alarmingly childish. Now, grow up, both of you. Why don't you rest for today, since King Gilgamesh is insisting on it? Fortunately, there's nothing that needs your attention right now. It is really funny. The king's day off and he's getting the day off. There's levels to that, right? I suppose. Well then, I suppose I'll rest after I check for Magimary updates. He never learned, huh? That's part of the problem. Skip the distractions part. Yes, fine. I'll go turn in for the night. That man's unbelievable. He cannot even manage something as simple as going to sleep. Fine, I have an understanding of how Chaldea works, and now I shall rest. Don't bother me, mongrel. Well, I think he's in a good mood today. King Gilgamesh has gone back to his room. You did a good job showing him around today, Senpai. Will you also take a rest? Dealing with him has me exhausted. That's understandable. He may not look like it, but he can be quite the handful. He also had so many questions. What's that? How to use that? And on and on. Well, they weren't actually questions, but it was almost more like a test, right? It's his way of seeing how much Tanner knows Chaldea. Yes, that's exactly what I thought he was trying to do. I think he was actually enjoying himself, though. No wonder I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap. Understood. I'll wake you up for dinner. Good night, Senpai. Are we gonna dream? Senpai, I'm sorry for interrupting your rest, but something terrible has happened. The doctor! He didn't die from exhaustion, did he? No. One of the staff members went to the doctor's room to give him something to look over. But since he didn't answer and the door was open, they went into his room. He's nowhere to be found. The doctor is not anywhere in Chaldea. Is he just maybe chilling in the simulator? Could he spawn in a pina colada? You're late. How long were you planning on snoozing? Well, I did just awaken myself. Shouldn't you be resting, buddy? You're 4,000 years too young to be worrying about my welfare. That is such a sick line. Besides, any time spent not fighting the King of Mages is time spent resting to me. You just worry about the matter at hand. Leave worrying about the future to those with clairvoyance. Thank you. So, King Gilgamesh, where's the doctor? Alright, let me give you a quick briefing. First, 7 staff members mysteriously fell unconscious. The condition doesn't seem to be life-threatening, but we also can't seem to wake them. And Ramani has disappeared from Chaldea. We even tried looking in the tea room behind the storage room. Oh, wow. Were they putting the seeds for the lost room in early? Wait, tea room? Oh wait, no. Isn't that where the Gouda happens? Never mind, maybe. Maybe? Because isn't it the storage room I don't know. Maybe. What's that? I was not shown this room. Well, no matter. Are there any other clues, Da Vinci? Apparently, somebody ray-shifted food. Oh, this seems important. Oh, wait, are we actually looking at something that might be plot important? Apparently, somebody ray-shifted to Fuyuki in 2004, so to Singularity F. Oh, that place somehow sounds familiar. Fuyuki. It's similar to Uruk. No, that's not it. And is that all you know? Those who collapsed were analysts. That's all we know. If we piece together what we know so far, it looks like Ramani somehow rendered these staff members unconscious and then ray-shifted. At least that's what the facts seem to point to. Dr. Roman had the aptitude to... What the frick? Wait, this is actually interesting. Dr. Roman had the aptitude to ray-shift. We never really verified... No, but even if he did, the doctor's not the type to do something like this. Are there any other possibilities, Da Vinci? You say that, but the only other possible culprit would be me. But I'm here, and there's no reason for me to ray-shift to Singularity F in the first place. Strange things happen in Chaldea all the time. We need to respond swiftly to even the worst of scenarios. At times like this, I wish Holmes was here. Oh, this is interesting. This is whether he's here. I bet he's elsewhere. What's this about some detective? Have you forgotten that I'm here? I can solve something so trivial as this in a heartbeat. You hear me? A heartbeat. However, even I can't see into the past. We'll need to be more proactive. We must go to the scene of the crime ourselves, Tanner. Yes, I'll make the preparations immediately. No, Mash, not you.
You're staying behind. A ray shift requires an operator, yes? The usual operators are unconscious, and so we shall need a replacement. Luckily, we still have half the operators. Ask them to teach you, as their Kohai. Whoa, this feels super canon, because then it explains why she can help us out in Epic of Remnant. It'll probably be useful later. Ooh, he put down the seeds. But someone must protect Master during ray shift missions. Did I not say I was going? Or do you not trust in my strength? I do. There's no need to worry with King Gilgamesh there. Good response. It appears I'll have to be careful. Now begin the ray shift. We're going to head to the scene of the crime, Tanner. Understood, boss. Wow. This interlude seems like all the interludes are canon, but this one seems important. This is interesting. Ray shift successful. I'm glad there was an instruction manual that covered emergency procedures. It helps that we have plenty of data on Fuyuki. That Ramani, where did he run off to? Now then, did he elect to do this himself? Or did someone else make it look like that was the case? What do you think, Tanner? I don't think he chose to do this. I see. If you're so certain, it must be true. A child. Bloodlust that can be felt, even felt when using presence concealment. How boorish. How impudent. I suppose I should expect as much in such a hellish place. Ha! Trying to take my measure with an attitude like that? Absolutely laughable. Stand back, mongrel. I'm gonna capture that thing and drag the information we need out of it. Commencing operation. Huh. Every time we go back to Singularity F, because again, we still have untold mysteries here, which apparently are still untold mysteries in Japan. That said, please don't tell me what mysteries are still unsolved in Japan. I'd love to not know, right? I'd like to not know. I'd like to learn myself. That said, right? I think it's really interesting that whenever we go back, I feel like we learn more. Oh my goodness. I never noticed the black heels. Those are just straight up black heels, huh? Oh, game? Game? Okay. Ooh, game running bad. No, okay, here's the thing. I've had a few people say, oh man, look how bad it's running. I bet you Tanner's computer really sucks. I played Monster Hunter Wilds on Super Mega Giga High, and it ran no problem. I have a good computer. It's emulating Android games is not the easiest, nor is it something that is stable. Right? It's not a stable thing yet. It will be more stable in the future, and every time there's an update, I update it. And like you'll see, when it runs fine, it runs fine. It is just that it starts to chug every now and then. It also doesn't help on recording, right? Recording at the same time definitely digs into it a bit. But it's just how it is. I see you're going for the woman. Just for now. So we get a full combo going. Get booked, get booked. She's like flying off the ground. Murder on a misty night. Oh, that evade's not fun. Is it one? One turn? Does this have... Nope. Okay, we won't do that then. Sounds good. Then just do this to get some stuff. So yeah, see, it's the same animations with it. Right? But because she's not, like, acting like a baby... then when she does the slam, 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 it does have a different vibe to it, for sure. Alright, let's, kill the child. One, two, three. Alright.
So what are we facing? Because it said, like, commencing, right? Oh, I guess the first time doing it with this. That's the Sea of Milk. I always thought those were meant to be clouds. That's the Sea of Milk. We have confirmation. Big Milkies confirmed. Heck yeah. I don't think it's a win. Well, maybe. We'll see on this crit here. Nope, didn't crit. At 90%, it didn't crit. Oh, it's not even a super. Whatever. Who cares? Okay, we're fine. Alright, dude. I need you to ding gear. Pop a ding gear. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, milk. I know the Sea of Milk comes from, like, mythology and stuff, but man, you can't just drop that on me. I'm lactose intolerant. Did we not win? Wow. What a dingy dingier. Die to a triple combo. Get mummied. Get birded. Get mummied. Get birded and scarabed and mummied and medjetted. Okay. Well, yeah, that was worth a good amount there. Good stuff. That was a long actual intro part, but we'll see if it continues. Okay. Oh yeah, while we are doing this, we're just gonna be okay. In that case, I'm just gonna go to a strong team and let's go make a strong one here. Actually, let's play the how good is it gonna go game. Auto setup, 5-star servants. Terrible. What the frick? This sucks ass. What are you talking about? What? Cancel that. Cancel that. That sucks. What? That was good for one mode and one mode alone, huh? Okay. So let's go with... We do want a strong rider. I'm going to grab... You know what? You're a cool guy that I haven't had a chance to use enough. Let's use you. Let's use all servants who I've not had enough time to appreciate. You know? Let's get some ones who I got but haven't had a time to really let loose and see how they go. Let's see here. Who else am I thinking of? Their Berserker I haven't really used. You. Okay. Right? Wait, are you all green? I think... No, wait, you're red, right? Yeah, you're red. Never mind. You're green, right? You're green and you're green. Okay, so green... And we'll leave that on. Alright. Again, some servants who have not had enough time in the sun. Let's give them a go. It appears you've put too much energy into concealing your identity and made yourself weak in battle. Or have you underestimated me because I'm a caster? Fool! I may be a mage, but never forget that I am the king of heroes! Retreat. Escaping the incident, I let down my guard with my boisterous laughter. Such insolence. A coward who refuses to show their face is not an enemy to be taken seriously in any case. Enemy concealed their identity completely. We try to analyze them from here, but... I see. Mongrel. Of the servants you summoned, can any conceal their own identities? Jack! Someone who can fight while remaining anonymous. Jack the Ripper would be at the top of the list. How can this be? What's going on? Sorry, I just realized that a handful of servant readings have disappeared from Chaldea 2. It took us some time to confirm since we're missing some of our staff. I usually make it a habit to check on their spirit origin graphs. I ran a quick check and Jack is indeed missing. The spirit origin pattern shows it's still in an excited state, which means she's still summoned. We're trying to sort out which servants are missing. Hold on a moment, okay? It's hard to believe that the servants would betray us. Senpai, I'm picking up a servant nearby. Please proceed with caution. I head out of Chaldea to hide a bit as usual, but next thing I know, I'm alone in this burning city. Oh, if it isn't Master and King Gilgamesh, what are you two doing here? This guy means more to me now that I've read the Fate prototype novel. That is what I would ask you, and answer truthfully. Fail to do so and die. Let us simply say that I wished for everyone to have an opportunity to rest. Everyone is under orders to rest in shifts, but I wonder, can one call it rest when it is made mandatory? To be free of their distress and rest their minds, I believe that to be in their best interests. Master, I regret to inform you of this, but it appears the unconscious staff members were all in contact with Paracelsus last night. We found little medicinal sachets that read, "Safe, cutting-edge, forward-thinking von Hohenheim brand" under each of their pillows. Oh. Never seen a shadier servant. And what exactly did you do? The staff members were all exhausted, so I simply gave them special medicine, is all I can say. Please rest assured, leaving aside the question of ingredients, the medicine is both potent and effective. Until they have had adequate rest, nothing can wake them. Well, as to how exhausted they were, that is beyond my knowledge. So if, for example, they were exhausted from 3 days of constant work, they would remain asleep for 3 days. Fool! If they sleep for 3 straight days, they'll wake up dead. What about water and nutrients? Yes. Well, we will simply have to rely on their natural resilience. Fine. Before we address the main problem, let us deal with this fool. Understand, mongrel? Yes, my king. It's like, I don't want to hear it like that. Put more emphasis on the words. Yes, my king. That's better. Let's see. Then who's going to be the Lancers? Is it just going to be his, homunculi? Okay. Go, my homunculi! Some of this. Cool. You can barely see that there is a kiddo running around when he does that attack, huh? It's there, but barely. Did you just do air horn noises? Oh my goodness. What a silly Billy. She's fun. She's silly and fun. Yeah. Bro, you're silver and your homunculi are gold? Come on, dude. Single enemy. Let's see here. It's for yourself. Increase gauge for yourself. Not enough. Increase it against evil enemies. Okay. Change from lawful. Which is the one that... Do you have one that gives you meter? Gain each turn, gain when chaotic. Strength. Okay. I don't think you have anything here. So could we get... Increase gain when chaotic. So this one makes you... So we want this if we want to keep it up. Yeah. Okay. The ability to change your alignment is actually super cool. It's a very, I'm not gonna say forgotten, but it's a very underutilized skill. There we go. Oh, he is using the elements, yeah. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. We don't have a full combo with you, but what we can do is we can go... inflict NP seal to yourself when you are invincible, right? To one ally, so we don't want to use that on you. That's fine. Let's not worry about that. Ah, well, no. Let's pop that on you, right? Because then he gets the buffs from that. Let's go... 1, 2, 3. All right. There we go. Sword of Family.
無限の色彩よ、我が王権よ。すべてこの輝きに屈せよ。その名はジュアユーズ・オルドル。手加減は無料と見える。
Hey, he did it. What a team that I don't use enough. Good stuff, guys. Good sturf. Guess we could remove Circa from there. Because he's just wasting a slot, not getting more bond. Doesn't matter. I can always grind literally by putting it on to just play in the background. It's the power of macros. Anyway, Avenger? And Ruler? What the frick are we dealing with? This is wild. In that case, okay, so for Avenger, we want Moon Cancer, and for Ruler, we want Avenger. Okay, so let's see here. It loads, thank you. Okay, so we want... Let's go... Not rarity. That's confusing. Last, please. So. Gorgon. We don't use you much, right? And then... I mean, this is a chance to use you in your natural environment, so let's do that. And then... Let's go... Sure, let's go with you. Is this overkill? Yep. Do I care? Nope. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh, he kind of deserves it, though. That should take care of matters. Have you learned your lesson, Hohenheim? It hurts very much. So much so I want to try my own medicine. They were homunculi that I raised myself, but they were not strong enough to compensate for my rather unremarkable fighting ability. It pains me to use them as mere pawns. I'm leading you into a trap. Would you still care to accompany me? Wow. At least, we better stop Dr. Feelbad over there. Oh my god, that's such a good name. Hold it. I understand how you feel, but calm down, mongrel. There's no need to rush in like fools. He's a caster. Unlike the assassin we encountered, he'll be easy to track. However, we should try to discern their intent before we do anything. Does he want to separate us from something? Correct. See, you can do it if you try. His retreat is an obvious diversion. Don't you think there is somewhere else we should be searching? The Greater Grail. You know, the thing that's pretty important. Right. There's nothing else more valuable than that here. Do you think that's the key in figuring out why Jack and Paracelsus were acting strange? Oh! Oh, what the frick? Didn't think we'd see you in this story. What the hell, guys? You just came straight here? Skipped the clever diversion and everything? Should have figured casting the low-energy dweeb as a decoy was a crap decision from the word go. Anyway, guess it's greeting time. Hi, Master and Lord King Sparkly. Nice job getting here and stuff. Is that the servant detected at the Greater Grail during the Zero incident? Like, Fate Zero? His spirit origin isn't registered at Chaldea. What is he doing here? Is this the origin of where Angry Mango joins the Chaldea? Whoa. Were he the one who abducted Dr. Roman? Doctor, huh? Nope, no doctor or scientist friends here. But that guy, Dr. Rumi, was it? Well, I've got him, obviously, because I accepted that job. Well, anyway, you want to go, punks? I better warn you, though. Eh? Warn you what, you ask? Well, I'm super weak, so don't bitch when you kill me with that first punch. But you know, you kill me with one punch, you'll never find that doctor of yours. What? If we just attack, we'll never get the information we want. That is quite the novel hostage tactic, mongrel. A servant putting his life on the line for negotiations alone. Unbelievable. Mash will find the doctor, go all out, kill him. Yes, I'm scanning the surrounding area right now, so please deal with this enemy, King Gilgamesh. Oh, is that so? Did you hear that, Avenger, who I didn't expect here? What's your next move? Well, I like the bit where you don't care if I die. Not bad. Honestly, this is supposed to be an ambush. I was never super worried about living or dying. As long as my words held your attention, that's all that matters. Master, behind you, King Gil. You call that a warning? It was close. It would have been fatal had it hit anyone but me. I suppose I'll let it go. Show yourself, third servant. Oh my god, this was a very fitting choice then. It appears I missed my opportunity. I should have moved a heartbeat earlier for a proper surprise attack. Or was it a matter of execution? Was our teamwork, perhaps, not so great? Impossible. So, okay, let it be known, I had no idea it would actually come back to have him again. This was entirely a coincidence. You too, Amakusa. Please tell us, why did you do that? What did you do to the doctor and why? Well, you see, Avenger, do you have something to say about this? You're asking me? Wasn't it something like, Operation Eradicate Chaldea or something? Well, that's not exactly artful, but I suppose it will do. Yes, that's exactly what he said. It's exactly what he said. It was the opportune moment. Let us leave it at that. Always vague and guarded, I see. Is this the second time we've met? I suppose it... Wow! Oh my god, I literally picked the prequel and sequel. What the frick? This was entirely a coincidence. I suppose it was not me specifically who met you, but our connection is engraved on my spirit origin. I really must give it to you, apocryphal saint. I heard you died very easily in Aruk's jungles. Oh, right. I forgot that he was in Babylonia and died, so there's also that connection. It never occurred to me that you have the spine to rebel. Did the ways of modern men wear on you? You may have made some valid points, but I'll leave the particulars to your imagination. The one thing I can tell you is that I am and always will be myself, no matter where I am. Hey, now that your surprise attack failed, hurry up and get this over with. Our opponent's not the type to be convinced in conversation. Besides, these two are used to hearing your speechifying. Anyway, it's just one dinky caster. Instead of wasting your time talking, how about you kick his ass? Fine. I'll bite, Avenger. This magical staff is another one of my precious treasures. I'm going to give you a taste of its power. I swore that Angry Mango was like one that people said he will never appear in the story. Along with like Fujino. People were like, these characters will never appear. They're secret characters that you need to summon and then they'll never be in the story. And it's like, okay, both of those were super wrong. Every servant is in the story somewhere, even Eric Bloodaxe. Hey, did you remember that Eric Bloodaxe is in this game? I sure didn't. Golems, huh? Okay, well. Start with just some golem violence. Not that Arkwid needs meter per se, but you need some meter though. Your voice lines are so quiet. Also, shoutouts to the voice actress of Gorgon, Medusa, all of them. I saw her go off on Twitter against this one guy who's the worst. His name is Flaming Freezer. Yeah, I'm calling him out by name. Who just goes around literally shitting on the concept of English dubs every single moment of his life, to the point where he's asking people to redub Simpsons in, like, Japanese. Absolute loser. And you might say, well, he's doing a bit. I'm sorry, once you've done a bit for, like, years, it's no longer a bit. You're just annoying. So she called him out because he said something where it was like, how dare you support English dub artists? And she said in English, like, you're disgusting, never speak to me again. It was so good. It was so good, actually. I was so happy with that because I have seen him on that website and he is an actual pain in the butt. I really don't like that guy. Just one of those figures that you see just utterly like assault voice actors with culture war bullshit. So yeah, it was really nice. Seeing people then agree with him in the comments was also then a good reminder. Get off Twitter. That site sucks. We are past Twitter, right? We don't need that horrible site for insane people now. Goodbye. What is bro trying? What is bro doing? Really, bro? You really gonna try that? This, I'm going to be honest, this might be the most coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb battle in FGO. This is crazy. Like we used a Lumina. We have a Lumina, we have a type, we have a true ancestor. Like, holy crap. That battle versus Angry Mango, who literally looks at people and says, I'm gonna be real, I'm about as useful as a a high school boy with a knife. Like, that's it, that really stings. It's like hell, but you didn't kill me, King of Heroes. Now brace for this. It's time for the Avenger's Grudge. A curse that doubles the pain you cause, he returns it to you. Hephaestus reversal, is it? How dare you? I won't let you. Ha! Impudent. But it was a good shot. I imagine your battle at Fuma's side was quite the sight to behold, and yet you were still defeated. Perhaps you met some terrible monster. Was your enemy a beast beyond your imagination? Yes. Oh my god, you were killed by Taga. I can never look at a leopard again. That servant defeated me utterly. What about you? You have the same sort of priority and manner of thinking as I do. So I understand your train of thought. And if I know what you're thinking, I can find an opening. It appears that rationality and cool-headedness of yours went out the window in that jungle. It's all well and good to be reasonable in your analyses, but you are not strong enough to take the initiative. You are what they call a pushover. I will crush you both. By my order, ready the arrows. Use the treasures to show them the power that protects Uruk. My resolve shall flood the earth. Yes, I know, and I'm going into this battle with every awareness. Divine judgment. Calm yourself. He's taken his turn, so now we're on a level field. Now it is your turn. Stop this one. That's a bigger thing. Oh man, ow! Even Gander hurts. So you managed to stop his Vergavesta. A wise decision, as I would expect from my master. His curse returns tax much stronger than to its victim. Had it not been stopped, the King of Heroes surely would have fallen, but what about after that? My noble phantasm will hit the King of Heroes before he can act. Allow me to demonstrate. Heaven's Feel, activate. Bring an end to all things. I can't stop laughing. Forget about me, you have underestimated my treasures. Even if I can't move, my treasures know and enact my will. Take this. Malamu didn't... Hey! What are y'all doing out there? Huh? Doctor? Romani just barged in. We actually don't know what's going on ourselves. Where the heck were you all this time? Where? Actually, I was wondering what's going on here. I was just taking a nap in my room for about 4 hours. I had a really great dream, but a nap shouldn't make me a missing person or anything. That's a lie. You didn't show up on the surveillance cameras in your room. Ah, looks like we can end our battle here now that Dr. Roman is awake. Yes, so. Stanley here is awfully quick to throw in the towel. Ain't it a shame you were this close to taking him down? Well, guess I better just disappear. But it was my chance to kill something that resembled a human. Didn't matter who it was. Does Merlin think I'll be grateful? I can't believe he'd stop this at the moment I was in mortal peril. No matter. If he woke up, there's no reason for us to remain here. We can talk more when we get back to Chaldea. Mash, prepare to race shift us back. I hope you know race shifting isn't free. Fine, still don't understand the situation, but prepare for their return. Da Vinci, Mash, help me out. Please do not forget to collect Jack the Ripper and Paracelsus too. And Jack in particular listened to us very well, so please take especially good care of her later. What is going on? What? I'm confused. Why did this dude do this the way it did? Let me get straight to the point. Oh! We did a frickin' fire drill? The whole crisis was, in actuality, a drill. Everything happened according to my design and guidance. I made it look like Romani left Chaldea by race shifting, made the staff members fall asleep, and arranged for 3 servants to act as enemies. Okay, why would you do such a thing? After touring Chaldea with Tanner, I got the general grasp of Chaldea's vulnerability. I have tons of things to point out, but the biggest issue is the humans. This place's operation is dependent on each individual's skills. The organization would collapse the moment someone goes out of commission. And while everyone seems to know this, there's never been any countermeasure of contingency in place. A solution. Well, it may be difficult to find one until humanity is restored, since there is presently no way to replenish lost personnel. So plans must be made for even the worst-case scenarios. Consequently, I anticipated certain possible crises. The King of Mages could attack Chaldea directly, for instance, so this was to prepare for such an eventuality as well. That's why the king looked like he was enjoying himself. Hey, Mr. King, what about my reward? Just a moment longer. I've never failed to reward those who deserve it. The longer you wait, the greater your joy will be when you receive your reward. Remember, this is important. Gil is super good with kids. Okay, don't forget Nursery's gift too. Now then, well, the scenario did not quite go as planned. You all worked hard. You were like organs in a body compensating for other missing organs. Seeing how this is gone, even those who may have fallen asleep may wake up and drift back from sheer ease of mind. And what about Paracelsus's medicine? I would like to reiterate that this medicine simply makes people sleep until they are rested. A single dose should have no significant side effects. I prepared a stimulant, but that appears to be unnecessary. Everybody should awaken shortly. But what you said in the singularity was more than a little disturbing. I was only speaking of the effects of an overdose. This may have only been an exercise, but I would never lie to Tanner. If you don't believe me, I suppose I am to blame on that. Try not to dwell on it too much. The joke is that he's big traitor, man. I selected those with the highest probability of turning on you. Okay. Amakusa Shiro? Yep. Okay, that makes sense. Paracelsus? Yep, we've seen that for sure. Jack is an interesting one. I didn't think she would. Maybe. I don't know. She's a weird one. Okay. I wanted to test you all to see how you would react to this situation, but you all managed to determine the cause of the issue and successfully executed a race shift. Even with some hiccups on the way, you all still pass. And that's what happened. Now I see the big picture. I understand your concern, but don't you think you went a little overboard with all this? What would you have done if the King of Mages had actually attacked during this drill? I planned that part as well. Had there been an actual emergency, I arranged it so that everything would return to its appropriate place. You fell asleep and no one was able to find you because Merlin assisted me. I knew it. That no-good caster would definitely do something like that with a big smile on his face. After all, the illusion power of that swindling mage can fool humans and electronic devices. He'd have no trouble tricking our cameras. But Chaldea wasn't the only thing I tested during this drill. Mongrel, how could you not anticipate a situation where one of your servants betrayed you? You're unbelievably naive and soft-hearted. I'll do my best so that never happens. I see. It seems I am the fool for once. There's no sense trying to convince an idiot, and I suppose that makes me an idiot today for failing to consider that. What are you talking about, King Gilgamesh? This is Chaldea, humanity's final stronghold. Infighting and backstabbing, those are concerns for after humanity is restored. Whether we're human or heroic spirit, everyone is assembled here for the same single goal. Suppose that is true. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here either. Fine. Forget betrayals. The rest, we shall see. By the way, Mongrel, I quite enjoyed watching your reactions to... Sorry, I just turned around to make sure he's not in the room with me. Well, far from ideal, your decisions were fascinating. Reflect back on your responses here later. So, it sounds like I was the one who benefited most from this? Not only did I get ample rest, but I had the best dream. In my dream, Magimary did... No. Better if I keep that secret. Did Broken a Merlin job? Quit your daydreaming. You're making it sound like I did all this for you. Oh, you didn't? This was actually the first time I had a different dream from my usual one. I'm going to sleep. Wake me up if something happens. No, don't bother. I'll wake up on my own. And he left angry. Well, I'm sure he'll be in a good mood again soon. That king has a lot on his mind. He's not one to dwell on a single thing for too long. But anyway, I'm sorry, everyone. Far more dependable. I'd have woken up earlier. It's fine. It's good that you got enough sleep for a change, and we realized how much we value you. Yes, we wouldn't know what to do without you, Doctor. You're the one who's pulled everything together and led Chaldea this far. Yep. You bastard. You sick bastard. We'll be together forever. Yeah, of course. Well, I'll be fighting to reclaim our future. I know I caused you all trouble this time, but I still want to thank you. Thanks. I feel like I slept well. Are you sure that wasn't thanks to Magimary? No, of course not. Well, maybe just a little. Anyway, we need to finish up our work for the day. It's almost dinner time. Let's get our work wrapped up, and then we can all go to the cafeteria together. It's got to be an after credits. No? Really? That was actually really interesting, because that was literally him going, yeah, Epic of Remnant is coming, and we need to explain why MASH can do race shifting stuff, right? That's really good. That was a good one. I'm very happy I did that. Plus, it was like a almost direct sequel to that other one there. Very cool. Very fun. Very nice. All right, guys. Well, I will see you next time for the story of Chaldea Heavy Industries, which is, again, I have learned this is a new event, which we will get to see. I know that the boys are in it, including Boy the Playable, right? Boy the Localized, Boy the Zoinks, and Boy the Regend, right? And you get different backgrounds, and yeah, you can basically do like Instagram stuff. Good thing I have you. Oh, you might get some good use. All male servants get bond up. Okay. Some ideas here. You might get some big stuff. How much is it? Better be a bunch. Yeah, cool. Thank you all for watching, guys. We will see you next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order as we move on to the Chaldea Heavy Industries event. See you then for that, guys. Ciao. Yo.